Actually, Mr. Oji, we've actually gone around Ebonyi State. We've seen the cleanliness, we've seen the orderliness of how things have been done, and what is currently going on, which may be due to the fact that the governor was prepared as soon as the thing broke in China. Can you talk about the precautionary measure that has been put in place, and what is currently the situation with Ebonyi State?
In January, as a visionary governor, as a visionary leader, when the story about escalation of coronavirus in parts of the world came, he had to immediately, proactively set up a lot of structures. He had to first of all set up a committee in January, precisely on the 7th of January 2020. That time, the coronavirus had not escalated to Nigeria. But when it did escalate, the governor had put up a lot of structures. The governor had identified what we call the borders, entry and exit points for closure. The governor had also identified centers where he could establish this coronavirus isolation center, and they are in 3 places. At that point, the governor has also ordered for certain equipment should this escalate to Nigeria. As that was going on, behold, the coronavirus pandemic entered Nigeria. When it did enter, particularly on the 24th day of March, where he made his first broadcast, issuing regulations, precautionary measures, proactively to ensure that our people would fight effectively the battle against coronavirus. But consistently from that 24th day of March, 26th day of March, 28th day of March, and so on, the governor has been periodically, briefing public about his interventions, about regulations, updating the people of the do's and the don'ts. And I can tell you that on summary basis, the governor directed that all social gatherings, all religious gatherings be banned. As I speak with you, no religious gatherings are going on, no burial, no church wedding, no naming ceremony, even burials of which the governor gave a window. That window is that from 8 to 1 p.m. people are allowed to bury their loved ones. Well, of course, on the regulation of the state government through my office. Now, apart from this, all the essential service centers, talking about the market and some other areas, they are actually allowed to operate, but you must observe the precautionary measures. Precautionary measures in the sense that you cannot come out from your house if you don't wear the face mask or handkerchief or a very white cloth, any cloth. That you must wear while you are outside. Again, I tell you that while in the market, washing of hand, even in the house, washing of hand with sanitizers or with clean water and soap is being encouraged. And that is the way to go. But our problem is the returnees. That is why, as I speak with you, the governor has ordered from 7 p.m. to 7 in the morning, all the borders, entry points will be locked down. And there will be minimal movement within the state. That is the secret we have against other states that completely close down their state. Nobody moves out. But our target is the returnees. Target is the returnees because that is the story, that is the history. We have to look at the history. And that has been helping us a lot. So these are the precautionary measures the governor has taken. Let me tell you one thing. He's among the few governors that have also adopted a law, coronavirus law. We call it Ebonyi State Coronavirus and Other Dangerous Infectious Diseases and Related Matters Law 2020. And he has also passed into law what is called the Infectious Regulation Law 2020. And these are the 2 working documents being adopted and entered into law that we are using, of course, to punish offenders. And offenders are ranging from people who are breaching the rule of movement. And the rule of movement says that if you are caught, you will be charged, and if you are found guilty, you go in and your vehicle will be impounded and you pay 5 million if it's a big vehicle like trucks. If it's a small vehicle or small car, you pay 2 million before you retrieve the vehicle. The governor will also have the option of auctioning the vehicle. So these are measures the governor has put in place. Also, fake information, fake news on coronavirus and related matters, you are subject to the laws of the state. And the law says that you go in for it. And so these are the necessary measures. Even the law on hoarding of foodstuff, food items for sale, whatsoever, hoarding of such because of coronavirus era, pandemic, or inflating of price, hiking of price, is subject to the provisions of the law. That is to say, is an offense under the law. So these are critical issues that the governor has put in place to ensure that we move. And The important thing that he does not only make the laws, he does not only issue regulations and precautionary measures, he also goes himself to monitor. One governor said, I'm going on voluntary isolation so that people will know that I can go on isolation. I will not mention the state, but in the case of the governor, he's not going on voluntary isolation. He's on the field, moving, walking the walk, talking the talk, to show compliance, to lead by example, that our people may be free after all. That is the goal, that is the target, that is the vision. That at the end we shall be together alive to sing the song and to share a story how we did overcome.